Hello people watching this. This is Big Chap here, the Thoroughly and Blonde. Bristol's most, I guess one of the most extensive gig goers in Bristol. And today I'm going to talk to you because it's a bit of a sad day today. Because it's the very last day of a venue called the Croft, which has been which has been open for the past 11 years and has been, a venue based in what some will call Bristol's cultural quarter, otherwise known as the area of Stokes Croft. And the Croft's been a very, very important venue, especially for people who do more underground kind of music and alternative and experimental, and helped countless numbers of local bands, especially playing the heavier styles, and like stuff like punk rock, and through to indie bands, through to kind of electronica. I've seen kind of go through a small little dive place like the Croft, and yeah, it's really sad that it's all going to be over after tonight, for that place. I mean, I can understand why they've decided to close it down, because of the people who own the Croft also last year took over a bigger venue called the Exchange, which is about twice the size as the Croft. The Croft's capacity is about 150 kind of capacity little dive kind of venue, whereas the Exchange is about 300 or 400 capacity, and so but I still feel really sad that the Croft is going, basically, because for the last 11 years I've constantly gone to places like there, or the Louisiana, as well as the bigger places like the Bristol Academy, and I've had some of my best nights out there. I've sipped many Coca-Colas because I don't really drink. I've met so many amazing people, really interesting characters. I've seen the place kind of really take flight in its own kind of sense of identity, really. I mean, I remember going there when people used to see, the Stokes Croft area as being edgy and dangerous, and it's like, and it's not really dangerous at all. And I've seen countless amounts of bands, whether it be stuff like Trash Talk, Turbo Wolf, who are really fitting for closing tonight's gig, because they've been doing the rounds of Bristol for nearly 10 years, and I've been to every single one of their Croft gigs, and I've seen stuff like the Melvins. I've seen stuff like Zunzanegui play there, absolutely blow people's minds. I've seen the most bizarre kind of fucked up stuff that you could ever imagine seeing, including people in fancy dress costumes running around the stage screaming to Gabba. And I feel that with the loss of the kind of smaller venues, that basically that sometimes you lose a character, basically, and that you need the small venues in order for the big venues to survive, really, because where is anyone going to play? That's very truthful, and so I just feel a bit kind of not sure what I feel, really. And I think that Turbo Wolf will be great closer because their shows are always parties. And I think that, like I can remember going there when it first opened as a place called the Comedy Pub. Like I remember I've just seen it develop so much that I've seen it. I remember seeing kind of when first going in there, and there used to be like tables and chairs in the back room. I mean, and now look at it. It looks like a proper venue. And yeah, no words can do justice to what I feel about the place. But anyway, I wish everyone who behind the Croft, who's been running the Croft, the best of luck, especially with the Exchange. Great venue, again another great venue. Really, really passionate sets of people. But also where the Exchange is, there are no clubs around. Whereas you look at the Croft, and there's probably 2 or 3 of Bristol's biggest or best clubs, all on that one street, really. So I don't know what more to say than that, really. But yeah, sad to see it go. Right, cheers, bye.